What's good with y'all, man? Happy Wednesday. Almost forgot the day. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. I actually skipped the gym today. I hit a home workout, T25. I was extra tired this morning, so I got me some extra sleep. So, but we hit a gym, or not a gym workout. We hit a home workout, T25. What we hit, the Cardio One DVD, I believe. Great workout program. If you want a good workout program for home, if you want to get started in working out, I would definitely highly recommend Beachbody T25. It's nice. It'll get you in shape. All right, so they're doing a Jimmy Olsen spinoff show from Superman. I did see this news yesterday, but I only had so much time I could cover a few things. So let's see what this article is talking about before I give my initial thoughts on this. It says Jimmy Olsen gets his own Superman TV spinoff, which focuses on one of the Flash's weirdest, wildest arch enemies. James Gunn Superman is getting a TV spinoff starring Skylar. I ain't gonna try to say that last name. Reprising his movie role as Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen via THR. The show will be created by American Vandal showrunners Dan Parrott and Tony Yacinda, with the focus of Jimmy Olsen and the rest of the Daily Planet Daily Planet gang investigating stories involving supervillains. Excuse me. That said, the aforementioned Daily Planet game reportedly does not include David Cornswell's Clark Kent and Rachel Brosnan's Lois Lane, which makes sense as they are undoubtedly busy filming. I cannot read today. Filming Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow. It seems everyone else could be on the table, and I personally wouldn't rule out at least a cameo from Clark and Lois. The first season of Jimmy Olsen's show will focus on a classic DC villain, Gorilla Grodd, created all the way back in the early days of the Silver Age DC universe in 1959's The Flash 106 by writer John Broome and artist Carmen Infantino. Grodd is a super intelligent gorilla with psychic powers who aims to conquer the hidden kingdom of Gorilla City and then the world. Jimmy Olsen has often taken a starring role in comics with his own title, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, publishing off and on from the 40s until the present day. Jimmy's classic adventures have usually centered on the cub reporter suffering bizarre outcomes from encounters with sci-fi plots such as temporarily gaining superpowers or becoming a 50-foot tall man-turtle hybrid. Kaiju. That ugly thing. With that level of eccentricity, whatever that word is, potentially on the table, it makes total sense. I cannot read today. I don't know what's going on. It makes total sense to bring in Grodd, who is one of DC's weirdest cult favorite villains. I think it might because the sun's in my eyes a little bit. It's hard for me to see. Personally, this is exactly the kind of thing I wanted to see as a Superman spinoff, a humorous, slightly wacky adventure centered on some of the less obvious corners of DC Universe. Jasonda also makes sense as a leader for a big budget show thanks to his TV experience, which includes the recently wrapped Righteous Gemstones. I've never heard of that show. And that is the article. So, all right, here's my initial thoughts on this. Out of that atrocious Superman movie, I did like Jimmy Olsen as a character in there. I thought he was cool. He was one of the people that stuck out that was actually decent in the movie. Could this show work? I think it could work because they're centering it around pretty much bringing in villains to this universe. Now, did anybody ask for this? That's my question. Me, personally, why don't you just do a show about Mr. Terrific? He was the best thing about James Gunn's Superman 2025. I would have preferred a Mr. Terrific show. That's just me personally. But I could see why they're doing this because it says they're going to be investigating villains. So it's a good way to introduce villains. Although I don't care about this universe. I think it's going to be mad corny and just we saw how Superman was, we saw how Peacemaker was. We get the flavor. We understand the flavor that the DCU is bringing, and it ain't bringing the flavor that most of us like. But I like Jimmy as a character. I thought he was one of the best things in James Gunn's Superman. And like I said, man, personally, I'd rather have them make a Mr. Terrific show. I would tune into that because he was the best thing about Superman 2025. He outshined Superman in his own movie. So Yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think, man. Do you guys want a Jimmy Olsen show? Do you think it's a good idea? What other show or character would you rather have than Jimmy Olsen? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is around time. Let's